We now have a leader in digital innovation, strategy, and transformation, digital solutions architecture manager from Jeel, joining us to share how APIs and open banking are driving fintech innovation in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So please welcome with me, Mr. Ghalib Tawfiq.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Ghalib Tawfiq. I'm the Digital Architect Manager at Jeel. Jeel is a digital innovation company specialized in developing digitally innovative products. If you'd like to know more, you can scan the QR code to visit our website, or we can have a discussion after this session. So our session today, at the core of it, focuses on data. We heard a lot today about fintechs and how are they impacting our ecosystem and providing values to the market. But we need to know how are we enabling fintechs to deliver the solutions that they are. Today we're going to focus on APIs and open banking and how are they driving fintechs in Saudi Arabia. So open banking is a way for fintechs, is a framework designed to allow banks and fintechs to communicate together in a secure way that allows us to share data, your valuable data, between the bank and the third-party provider. Usually this data transfer is done through APIs with a secure method that allows us to send the information to the third-party provider, and they can utilize it to deliver a service specifically tailored to you. Think of a scenario where you're in a restaurant. In this case, you're the end user here. You go to the restaurant, which is the third-party provider, you browse the menu, and then you order a pasta, for example. The waiter comes and takes your order and sends it back to the kitchen, which is the bank in this case, which is the custodian of your data. They should protect it, authenticate the data, and validate it. The chef prepares the order and sends it back to you to eat your meal. The waiter in this case acts like an API that transforms the data from the bank to the third-party provider. It allows this transaction to happen seamlessly without any challenges in the process, and we can ensure that the data is transferred securely to the third-party provider. So let's discuss how our regulatory advancements, the industry partnerships, and the standardization process is affecting this, and how do we allow fintechs to actually reach to the stage where they can start providing their services? We heard a lot of discussions about the integration and how could it be challenging. There was a need to create a framework that standardizes the infrastructure from the bank side and from the fintech side. This standardization is built on best practices globally and is driven by the framework from the Saudi Central Bank that allows both bank and third-party provider to connect seamlessly together, which takes us to the next level, which is the industry partnerships. After the infrastructure was ready, partnerships need to happen between third-party providers and banks to ensure that the data is securely transferred, there is no misuse of data, and fintechs can actually determine what type of data they need to provide the service that meets the market. The final step is Saudi Central Bank regulations and licenses. In order for any fintech to start providing their services, the Saudi Central Bank created a cybersecurity framework, a sandbox environment that allows fintechs to test their solutions in a controlled environment before going into production. During that phase, they also go integrate with some banks to test their solutions on dummy data that allows them to validate the results that they're getting and ensure that the product is being delivered to the market meets the regulatory requirements. After open banking was launched as part of the SAMA regulation phase 1, there was an increased demand from fintechs to enhance this or to get more services from banks that will allow them to deliver better solutions to the market, more robust, more tailored to their customers. And these demands allowed banks to focus more on digitizing some of their back-end services, will allow the banks to increase their revenue, and will allow the fintechs to grow in the market as well. So if we talk about some of the benefits that APIs and open banking provide in the market, there are multiple things that APIs or fintechs are impacting our day-to-day activity and enhancing our behavior in life. For example, think of a fintech where it aggregates all your financial information. How many of you here have multiple bank accounts, and whenever you want to check your financial status, you just go into one place, add the number, maybe check your credit card balance, subtract that, your loan amount. Some fintechs will allow you to aggregate all that information in one place and give you a holistic view about what is your current financial status. It provides transparency to you as an end user between all your financial accounts. Some fintech will look at that financial account and will utilize a model called PFM to actually give you suggestions how you can start saving some of your money, where you can cut down on costs, maybe transfer it to a saving account. Another fintech will take that savings account, look at that number, and suggest investment options for you. It helps you to grow your money even more bigger. And another fintech could look at that amount and look at your financial status and give you real-time loan offers that are not based only on where your salary is transferred, but it looks at all your financial status everywhere and give you the best offer tailored to your need. And maybe one of my favorite use cases are seamless payments. If you are anything like me, I always forget to pay my utility bills, my subscriptions, and every time I want to watch my favorite episode, I have to go through the hassle of either putting my credit card information again because I don't want to store it on that website, or I have to look for another way to pay my subscription. Seamless payments is part of the phase 2 that Sama right now is working on with banks to actually allow utility companies or subscription companies like Netflix. You can link your account directly to Netflix or your electricity company and allow them to subtract that amount every month without you having to think about when is the payment due date is. And here at Jeel, we'll proudly say that we are an enabler of open banking and API marketplace. We worked with our partner Riyadh Bank to enable them to become the champions in open banking with Sama and to launch their API marketplace. Thank you so much.